So I was at the Gadget show the last week, or I don't know, it might be longer than a week now. And I was going to update then, but obviously things happens. But anyway, I'm going to show you everything that I got from there. Some boring leaflets with discounts that was at the events. I mean, I could say it's quite a lot on boystuff.co.uk stuff there, but I wasn't particularly interested in getting a new chair, especially as I wouldn't fit it in my flat, so that was out the window. And I have a map of the events. If you can see this, it's not as big as I actually expected with hype. It's actually quite small, it's only in 3 halls, and the theatre and the gaming zone. Now, as you can see on the map, gaming zone, they don't tell you what's in there, and it's sort of ignored, so you don't notice that until much later. And also the layout, it's actually over here on the map rather than where it claims to be. It's miles out of everything else, which is crazy. But yeah, there was new games in there, like 2 nukums coming out, and the new Mortal Kombat, which is very gory, and I couldn't remember any of the moves for Sub-Zero, so I kind of sucked when playing that. But hey, there was also in the main hall, there was I can't remember what the company was, but it was some super fast laptop that had 12 gigabytes of RAM and high processor and everything. You know, it was the ultimate gaming laptop, and if you could beat their Call of Duty player, so a game of Call of Duty with 4 of you versus him, then you would win a laptop. And I came second, but not enough to beat the actual professional. I'm sure if I'd been sat there all day practicing like he has, I might have been able to beat him, but just going in, not practicing and never having played it on a laptop, so that was a bit of a hindrance as well. I did alright, but if I'd have had a chance to practice, who knows, I might have come out of there with a new laptop. Anyway, back to the show. There's test tracks in the bottom corner where the queue for the Segway was so long, every time you got near the front they went on break and you had to go away again, go back there later. No chance to ride a Segway, so that was a fail. And yeah, queuing up for getting autographs, I'd go there about 1 o'clock, and the security guards, he looks like a pirate, and beard and piratey hat, and he's meant to be a security guard, and he says the queue is for people signing Jason Bradbury books only, so come back at 3 o'clock for the main signing. Okay, I'll go away, come back about 10 to 3, and he says, no, the queue's been full for hours, you should stay. And it's like, yeah, but you told me to go away and come back because it was only for Jason Bradbury book signings, not for everyone. So, you know, you kind of get lied to, and it was also my birthday, so but they were having none of it. I mean, even though I proved it in my driver's license, you still don't get to go see the people. You know, it's rather cheap that you get sent away and told to come back at 3. You come back actually before then, and you're still not able to go get stuff signed. But yeah, and a lot of the rest of the show, there's an in-car zone, there's a communication zone, there's photographic zone, there's obviously the computer technology zone, but most of it is just more they're selling you stuff. I mean, of actually interesting things to see, probably the future tech, which is a tiny little section which you could easily miss because it's hidden right in the corner. There's the 3D stereoscopic television and graphics processors that everywhere is doing basically. Okay, it's alright, but I mean, you need your 3D glasses on, you need 2020 vision, so if you need glasses, you need to be wearing glasses on top of glasses. And, the actual television movies, you could see about 5 layers of 3D distance in the show reel, but on the computer games in the Nvidia zone, only the one game, I don't know what it was, it looked a bit like Fable, but it wasn't Fable. But that was the only one that has noticeable layers within the actual gameplay. The others, like Call of Duty and Bulletstorm and that, your heads-up display was on one piece of thing, and then it was just the computer game as normal. It had absolutely no difference, so it's rather a waste of money getting the 3D technology for that, really, unless they put proper filtered layers in your actual gameplay. Then there's no point to it because nothing's sticking out. It's just a 2D screen with your heads-up display on your glasses. Pointless, really. You know, you don't get any added benefit from that, do you? In fact, that probably distracts you from the game rather than you feeling a part of it. But what else have we got? I don't think there's really anything else worth mentioning within the actual event. I mean, sales, blah blah blah. And you don't get anything. The live show was alright. I mean, I was sat on one of the bits right next to where they went up and down the zip line bus. Other than that, there's competitions within it, but even if you're fast, you need to be on a network that gets your signal through first, otherwise you're not going to get up on stage, because it's basically text your name, text a picture of your face, you know, so you need a short name as well, not a long name like mine. Stand no chance then, do you? And yeah, Pollyanna won on our day, but she wasn't that good, and their wavy line thing that they had, like, they didn't use the whole of it, like there's the 4 women using it. Pollyanna didn't take it during our show, like they show on telly, she didn't get involved. And then there was like a big section of it, there was just a flat line sticking out where obviously it needed an extra person to be playing with it because they weren't using it. But yeah, Otis managed to do his intro thing, and when they explained it on the telly it made more sense as to why it wasn't tracking his exact finger movements. I thought, he cheats him really, because he just shoves his hand out and it plays do-do-do-do-do. You know, obviously it was, he pre-programmed the different bits of it rather than playing it all note for note, which would have been more interesting, and if they'd explained it wasn't note for note, then who knows. But yeah. What else did I guess? I got race car subscriptions, and yeah, that's another thing. There's a lot of magazine subscriptions, like get 3 copies for £1, get 3 copies for £2. And I wasn't particularly interested. You Come Forever pre-order thing. Well, I've got a flyer, I don't know. But yeah, there was also one bit where, I'll explain it later because I've got a freebie from it. Yeah, another free thing I got is Professional Image Maker magazine. I haven't looked through it. It's got lots of images. I don't know if it gives you advice on images or what, but it looks a good quality magazine. It smells fresh. Price when sold £5. So £5 value magazine with an insert of Photo Society. I have Duke Nukem badge. Duke says I'm Hoss. I think that's for women though, really, because, you know, he's a chauvinist kind of person. He's not gonna tell a normal person they're hot. Giant MSI bag. That's who the laptop people were, the gaming laptop. I have an EDI Max networking bag. That was not Lendo, because that's a separate bag. I have a couple of pens, an MSI inflatable hammer, Microstar International. Obviously I'd never heard of them before the show, but they apparently do really, really powerful laptops. Oh yeah, I played Angry Birds, Piggy, Coconut Show type thing. You had 3 pigs lined up and 2 fluffy birds to knock 2 pigs off with. I failed. I got one off, and the other I knocked over, but they wouldn't have it. You know, kind of cheeky, but I'll let them off. They did say you had to knock them off, and they weren't liking the game where they're easy to topple. No way, they just sat on top of something stable, and they're fairly secure and hard to knock off, so I tried. Yeah, Lenovo bag, which do the IBM think tank and other computers, but I have an IBM think tank, so they had a challenge where if you could boot your computer up faster than 11 seconds, you would win £10,000 or something, but it would have been good to know that before the show, because then you could take your computer in and try to beat us, because I can't imagine everyone would carry their computer or laptop with them, would they? Yeah, that came with a mouse pad as well, with a mouse on it. A bit cheesy. And a pen. And then at the Duke Nukem stands, I got Duke Nukem t-shirts, and I had a long go on the game, and I could have kept going. I probably could have completed the old game, but I'm not even sure if the entire game was there. There was at least a couple of levels, and then I thought, oh, I'm not spending the entire day just playing Duke Nukem. I mean, you know, I can do that some other time. I've got to see the show, really. And there was a stage in the gaming zone which they were showing off different things, and one was this it was a split gamepad that has 2 things, and you could twist them around and stretch, and it was demonstrating in Portal how you could do different things that you couldn't do with a normal pad. Like you could pick up a box, stretch it flat, make it into a bridge. You could stretch it into a giant diamond shape, drop it at the glass and make it smash the glass, which an ordinary box wouldn't do, because you've now made it into a sharp shape. And also with the deflection boxes, I don't know what they're actually called, the prisms anyway, that you used to deflect laser beams, and you could pick them up and rotate them to burn the robots, which you couldn't do with a normal PAS. So different features in Portal. I don't think I'd buy the pad just for that, but it's good to see. And yeah, the guy that was doing it, that came from America, he was an alright dude, chatting to him. So, and I got a Elite Pack. Warning: the content inside this package will make you elites. Whatever that is. L33T. That's supposed to be elites, roots, or what? Yeah, it's dross. No idea what that is. Some sort of... is it a temporary tattoo or what? It's their logo. It's a Razer neckbands, which Razer is the product that I'm on about, but you can do all that in Portal. A beer mat, which is quite funky, with their logo. It says 1. Punch out. 2. Rest your drink. 3. Go forth and kick ass. 4. Gamers by gamers. I didn't punch it out, it already fell out. I mean, you know, is it a gamery thing to push through like that? I don't know. Or is that just because it was near the Duke Nukem area? Yeah, apparently with the Duke Nukem area there was a giveaway on the hour every hour, which I did not know about. If I'd have known, I might have tried to go there every hour and see what else I could get free. The t-shirt's nice. It might have just been the same t-shirt every hour, I don't know. It might have been somewhat different. Who can tell? A Razer thing that looks like a puzzle piece. Again, I have no idea what it actually is for or does. A window sticker for your car. I can imagine that's what it is. It's some sort of sticker that you peel off and stick in a window anyway, you know. And something to spray through to make their logo. Obviously they like getting their logo out. It's a funky logo, but I'm not sure I'd want to spray it everywhere. But hey, I have a Duke Nukem magazine thing that talks about the history of Duke Nukem. And also the lead up to the new game. But yeah, and if you look at the ladies he's with, they're kind of looking like 12-year-olds, which isn't really nice, is it? They're a bit youthful, to say the least. And it's meant to be a pervy sexual game, and yeah, adult content. It's not tits, and it's nothing too graphic, but it's a bit cheesy. They drew him drawing a penis over a robot. He's normally about one-liners, he's not normally about acting like a teenager. Maybe they're aiming for the teenage market and that's why he's with teenage girls, who knows. But yeah, pictures of what he did between the games in the 16 years in the meantime. Which, what, 12 years in the making it, so I don't know how long it was. But yeah, kids wouldn't know who Duke Nukem was, probably, so, you know, the fact that it's coming out should really be more of a mature audience, I would think. And finally, I'm not into race cars, but I asked if I could have a go with them because it was in the test track area, and they were like, no, you can only watch it. And then told the lady it was my birthday, and she gave me 2 magazines for free. One from June 2010, and one from March 2011. I don't even know if I'll bother reading them because I don't play with race cars, I don't build them, you know, they're not proper sports cars, it's remote controlled cars, so there's probably nothing of interest for me in those magazines. So yeah, that was the Gadget show, and if you're going to eat there, don't go to Subway or any of the food things in the events. I mean, usually they're rather overpriced. You're better off, if you just want something small, then go to the Wetherspoons in the bit outside where the halls are between, and you get a bowl of chips in there, a fairly hefty bowl of chips, for £2. Or you can pay £4 or £5 in the event for something similar, or you can pay probably £6, £7, £8 for a meal. I don't know, you know, it's not worth it. Get good quality food still, or pack your own lunch. Top tip of the day. I'm not sure I would go again, it doesn't really seem the price, because I really thought it would have been bigger, and yeah, if I could have got on the Segway and got some at Signs perhaps, but other than that, there wasn't a lot for me other than playing the computer games, and you know, I can do that anyway, so why would I pay 20 odd quid? Well, with my theatre ticket, let's say it was 25 quid. So yeah, 25 quid to go play some computer games and get a couple of freebies. T-shirt's good, but hey. Anyway, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. So take care and have a good one. I hope you've enjoyed my informative information video about the Gadget show. And if not, then oh well, it's a couple of minutes you've wasted. You might enjoy it, you might not. Hey, it's more commercial there. I mean, if you're going to buy a load of gadgets, definitely go, because you can get some major savings, but if not, then it may not be the event for you. Take care.